Good evening, it's the Romany Rye back again. Took me jtype down to Cornwall today to get her resprayed. She's real solid truck, she won't need any welding. She's solid. But what a fucking trip down there. Torrential rain all the way down there. Got down there, got to my cousin Eddie's place. Trying to get her up over the hill. The trailer dug in the ground. Oh, fucking hell, what a nightmare. Anyway, that aside, I went to see my Uncle Fred today. And he really touched me. Now I've got his interview on my phone, which I'm gonna publish very shortly. But Uncle Fred is 80 odd, and he would know more than anyone of the things that happened years ago. But he triggered so many things off in my mind today, memory, that I hope it's okay with the people that are watching my channel. But I want to go back in time. And Uncle Freddie triggered so many memories off for me. It was unbelievable. And I want to share a few of those memories with you now. Now, as I've told you before, my mother was a very sick woman, but a very strict woman. And my grandfather would say on occasions, don't go to school today, you come with me. And my mother would say, like, fuck, he's going to school. He ain't staying home from school. But school for us traveller children, or half traveller children, or whatever you want to call them, was not easy in my day, you know. Other people, they didn't want to sit beside you because they always thought you had juice, fleas in your hair and stuff like that. And another time, I was coming home from school, see? And I said to my mother, I want a panty. She said, go on the edge there. I said, no, I ain't doing that. And she said, well, it's up to you. Anyway, I panted myself, didn't I? Yeah, we had to walk a mile or more on the way home. By the time I got home, my legs, my inside of my legs was raw. She said, that'll teach you, my son, to do that with it. Another thing with my mother, as Uncle Freddie revived all these memories, she taught me the Lord's Prayer. And every single day of my life, we said the Lord's Prayer together before we went to sleep. When I think about it, my mother was the one who taught me Romanus and to be fly around gorges and not to trust them too much. She used to say to me, they're right to get their living off, but you'll never get to the bottom of them. I don't think that's necessarily true of all the gorgy people, because there's some nice gorgy people that I know. And I want to take you back now to a time. There was one flippin' big blow up with my father and his father. He come back drunk, my grandfather. So my mother said to my father, it's a trailer on, I've had enough of this, I'm off. So when my mother said something and meant it, you couldn't move her. Not that my mother was in charge, but she could be a stubborn. Anyway, my dad hitched the trailer home, and he was pulling out the yard, and my old granny came over and was crying on my dad, don't leave, don't leave. My man said, fuck it, we're going to get our own place. I don't know where we went because I was only a young boy. But a few days later, my grandfather came and apologised to my mother and my dad. And my dad persuaded her to move back. My grandfather said there would be no more arguing, but that didn't last long. But he never said to me, he used to say it to everybody else, you know. But he never said it in front of my mother again about who owned the place. Because he knew if he did, she would be gone. And he wanted to stay, he wanted to see me, didn't he? I was the oldest grandchild. I was probably about 7 or 8 then. And my grandfather bought me an old Mars 1000 to drive around the fields. I was king of the walk down, wasn't I? All the Gorgie boys wanted to come down and drive around the fields with Mandy. And I used to get them to bring the petrol with them, so it didn't cost me nix. So I could drive by the time I was 7 or 8. And my Uncle Harry was jealous of my cars, And one day he drove my car around the field like a crank. And he put a hole in the sump. And my grandfather gave him fucking murder. He bought me a Wolseley 444 then. Ex-police car, only an old piece of scrap, but yeah. My grandfather, see, he had, as I said before, fir trees in the yard, bamboos, and in the Etterbank yard, there used to be a big old garage where we used to bring the rags in, as I told you. And beside there used to be a water tank. Years ago, people always had water tanks where the rainwater went in. But he had this old tank full of fish. And I used to go out with a stick poking the fish, and he'd catch me. Oh, he'd holler at me. Clarence, leave they fucking fish alone. You little bastard, he would say to me. But, yeah, he was one fucking funny man, but yeah. But his Uncle Freddie today touched me. He was looking better than what I thought he was going to be looking, because he'd been very ill. And don't forget, he just recently lost Aunt Sissy, his wife. And with Uncle Freddie and Aunt Sissy, where you see one, you see the other one. So that's what it was like for the older travelling people. But today, he said to me, I walked in, he sat on my cot, put his arms out, and the first time he ever said this to me, he said, I love you, my boy. And it cut right into me. And really, really fucking stuck into me, like, you know. So I'm going to put up his post, but I want to hear it myself back a few times. And he's revived so many memories in me now. I'm sorry to have to go backwards with it all, but we won't be going forward. We'll just be going back for a minute, because I want to get people to understand what it was for me growing up there. The news on my book is it's all gone to the publishers now, and they got to edit it and whatever they got to do. But that is moving in the right direction. So for now, it wasn't too long a post, but tell you what I've been doing. I'll say bye-bye from the Romany Rye, and I'll catch you next time.